Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. For those of you who have already subscribed, thank you, and if you subscribed today, thank you so much. And thank you everyone who watches. I know without you, my channel would not be what it is today. You gotta have viewers to have a channel. So thank you all for being here with me. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series, an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here, which I've read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Book 2 is published and available for those of you who wish to know. And all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. All right, everybody. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I am still offering those. The information to contact me to schedule one is also in the description box. All right, everyone. So welcome back. Today, we're still doing our beautiful summertime spread tablescape here. I will still be using the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson and illustrated by Julie Dillon. I'm really enjoying getting to know this deck, and this extra week is really helping me do that. Also, I'll be using the same deck from last week, The Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards here by Angela Hartfield. I'm loving this deck as well, getting to know it also. Now last week I used this deck, but this time I'm going to use it in a different way. The Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen. Because Pele came out so much last week, and this was obviously called for. Spirit called for me to use this deck this week. I was led to use it in a different way. I was out buying some stuff for my dog this weekend, and I came across this awesome picture holder here, and that's when the idea hit me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull the goddess that led me to do this spread, okay? We'll just see which goddess is leading this reading for you today. I love the artwork in this deck. I just love this deck. All these energies, these goddess energies are my friends. I love them. All right, goddesses. Who has... Oh, okay, Bast. Thank you so much, Bast. Pleasure. Oh, my black cat just passed away, and so it's nice to see Bast with me here today. All right, Gemini, ancient Egyptian goddess Bast. Now, what I'm going to do is read her little section. Pleasure. You may be in need of some serious self-care, and the goddess Bast is with you. As the ruler of sex, magic, and pleasure, she helps you see and reignite all those aspects in your life. Time to indulge. Wow. Okay. So, pleasure. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Okay. So, as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. As you, now it is possible in a lifetime to lower in vibration because of our free will, but if you can manage to continue to rise lifetime after lifetime, you can eventually become what is called enlightened, like Jesus, Buddha, Isis, Thoth, Bast, if they were actual people. And so we know that enlightened people can affect a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your fate, which is an unavoidable future, or but it's not really because of our free will. Okay, now there are times where there's something unavoidable, something we cannot change no matter what we do, and in our life, and that's because we wrote it that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. Okay, so let's get started. Let me just go ahead and put the pile back here. All right. At the heart of everything for you at this time, Gemini. Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is memories from childhood. This is past life connection as well. This is happy memories. Okay, so this is saying to me that you may have been thinking about your childhood. You may have been going down memory lane. Okay, like where did all this start? Okay, now what this focuses on is stories from your childhood that may or may not really be yours. Maybe they were told to you in a way that molded how you acted with it, how you reacted to it. Like the story here is that these mermaids have no idea what a cup is for. There is no narrative passed down to them about it. They don't need cups. So, I mean, look at that one right there. He or she is like, this is, I can use it as a hat. And this one down here is trying to catch fish with it. And these two are, you know, clinking their cups. Maybe they've seen that before. This one looks like she's trying to listen like it's a conch shell or something. They have no clue. So they're just playing with it. So maybe what you're doing is you're thinking about your childhood and where did you get all these ideas, how things work, and possibly who you are. Who told you who you are? What you are? That's what I'm getting. You know your childhood molded you. Okay? So, and there's a few of you out there who may be experiencing memories from a past life. This focus on your earliest childhood memories, which is also, the cups here is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's emotion. It's love as well. So I feel like these things that you accepted as part of yourself or as part of human life came from others, and these decisions about what things are and how things should be, all of those opinions and judgments, they are attached to emotion for you as well. So, you know, so this is how you can recognize what is a true memory from a past life. Does it bring up some sort of emotion that you felt involuntarily that surprised you perhaps? Or if you've been meditating or thinking about, meditating on or thinking about your childhood, what kind of emotions come up in you when you remember them? When something that you see as scary happened, does it still make your chest tense? Does it make you tense your jaw? Things like that. Also, this is like, you know, if you have a childhood friend or a sibling, you might want to discuss these memories that trouble you, because they may see it totally different. There can be memories that are scary for you but exciting for others. So sometimes we rewrite our childhood memories according to these emotions, and sometimes these memories can be wrong. Also, I think that what you're doing here is you're trying to see where you went wrong. Interesting. That just came to me as I now, yeah, here's some clarity. Now, this card was in the exact same position for Libra as well. I'd just like to tell you guys that because, you know, you guys are air signs and these readings are so frickin' similar. So here we have the Ace of Swords. Now, all aces are new beginnings, but this is a victory. This is clarity. Okay, you have gained some clarity, or you will be gaining some clarity very soon when it comes to these memories, when it comes to these stories that you accepted into your life. The clouds of confusion are going to be cut away. You're going to feel very clear-minded. Okay, this is it's such clarity that it brings you a whole new beginning in what you understand, in how you see things, your how you intellectualize things. I just heard. But yeah, this is a certain amount of clarity, but this is also a victory. Okay. So these, I just feel like these memories that you are feeling, everything is becoming clear. And so this is bringing you a new beginning in that energy. I'm sorry, my dog was doing something. I had to see what she was doing here. But yeah, so something is coming into focus, and it wouldn't be, you know, it has a victorious feel to it. Now, here is the energy, the root of everything here. Now, this is the Six of Swords, and, you know, this is usually moving on from choppy waters to still waters, calmer waters. This is a little cuter, though. This is a tinker, a mer tinker, okay? And he's made this sled here, and what this is talking about is, so what he did, he made this sled, but he's not going very fast because he attached it to a seal, and you know, they swim faster than they waddle on land, and so while it is a victory that he created the sled, his mode of engine here isn't the best. There's something, you know, he's trying to move on, but he's going kind of slow because there's something in his plan here that didn't work. It didn't work that well. He should probably go find himself, you know, a wolf or maybe a polar bear or something. But what this says about this upright here is that sometimes you've got to go for that small win. Okay, he does. It's kind of like a partial win, you know. And I feel like it's part of moving on. Okay, when you can accept a small win. Yeah, he didn't. This didn't come out perfectly right away. Okay. But it's about getting moving rather than waiting around for stuff to be perfect. You can't wait around for things to be perfect, okay? Now, sometimes you just have to get going and start out, and, you know, it may not have turned out perfectly, but you did have a small victory there, okay? So there may be something going, well, they're both swords, so they're talking to one another. You've had some clarity here, and it is a bit of victory, because he knows that his sled works, but it doesn't go fast enough because he needs a faster animal as his engine. Okay, so this is like you've had some sort of victory that is bringing you closer to what you are actually going for. Now, the next card is in your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time, and this is the Major Arcana card of the High Priestess. So I feel like you knew what was going on intuitively. Okay, and now this is Calypso. She's a sea witch. You go to her for she's manifesting. This high priestess is different from other high priestesses in other decks because she looks very much like the magician. She's got her altar out here. She's people go to her and ask her to cast a spell. So there was some sort of manifestation and intuition that you had going on here that is now over and moving out of your life. Now the upright for this is saying that it talks about your true dreams and goals, your feelings, your thoughts, all that stuff. The universe knows what that is. There's no hiding the truth from the universe, and in this particular card, that's her, because she's performing magic for you to get what you want, you know, your dreams. But the universe knows all about you. Okay. But this has this energy of experience speaks louder than words. Okay, so what she's conjuring up for you, or conjured up for you, which was probably this clarity here, that speaks louder than words, to understand now what you truly want. Okay, now the next two cards for me as a reader are future cards, and then we read this one first. And here we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful card. I'll just show it to you upright. Okay. Now, this is in the reverse. So in the future, what you're going to be feeling is well, first of all, let's start out here. This is learning a new skill and working very hard. Not, you know, very hard, but being very focused. And a lot of the times you'll see one person making 8 pentacles, making the same thing over and over again. This 8 of Pentacles is more collaborative. Okay? So when it comes to this learning a new skill and being very focused and working very hard, we have the opposite of this for you. Okay? Now, you've made a bit of effort, but it's not enough. Okay? This is what's going to be in the future. Maybe you're going to be realizing this, that the work that you have been putting in wasn't really enough. Okay? You've got some more to go here. You experienced a bit of success and victory here, but it wasn't complete. Okay, and so this is the root of everything. You want to move on. You want to go from these choppy waters to smooth, calm waters. Get on with your life. Move on from this part of life that is obviously holding you back, maybe, or you feel has been holding you back. You want this to move you forward. Yet you still have this energy here of not exactly putting in the effort that is needed. So that would be, this is basically, this comes with kind of a warning here that if you don't learn how to put in the effort to what you want out of your life, then you're just going to be stuck going very slow on your sled, being led by a seal instead of a wolf or a polar bear or something faster. You're just going to keep going real slow, and it doesn't exactly work. Okay. Now, the next future card that you have here is another 8. Okay, this is the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups is another card of moving on. This is the card of moving on. Okay, so you've got the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords that traditionally say moving on with life. Okay. Also, because you have 2 8s, I got 2 8s yesterday, and it just occurred to me that August 8th is coming up. That's called the Lion's Gate, 8-8. So these are both future cards, and they're both 8s, 8-8. So this upcoming Lion's Gate may be very pivotal for you. There was a Libra reading a few weeks back, or maybe a month or so back, that something was going to happen during Lion's Gate. So since you're air, you may be connecting with that energy, since all my air collectives, all my collectives through element seem to connect. Okay, so if you don't put in enough energy, you're going to be stuck with, being pulled by a slow seal that doesn't really work here. But this has a message of also moving on. I haven't had this this card yet, so I'm still learning it for this deck. Now, this is about this mermaid and this human are in love, but they're so different. Okay, it won't. This mermaid has realized that their relationship is so different that it's just not going to work. Okay, and it's talking about how the light of the full moon illuminated the situation for her. She finally got some clarity, and she finally realized that she has to leave this human because it's not going to work between them. They have very different worlds, and their dreams are different as well. Okay? However, this is in the reverse for you. So this reversed meaning talks about you don't want to make this mistake again. Okay, this has a warning as well. Both of these cards say, like this one says, if you don't learn how to put in the work in your life, you're going to be stuck going slow. But also, this lesson will just keep coming up over and over and over again. That's what these lessons do. That's why we have them as part of our divine blueprint. It's the exact same with this. Okay? You don't have to do anything, but if you look at this situation, the reverse meaning of this card is saying, look at this situation and learn from it so that you don't have to go through this pain again. Okay? I feel like something was like within your reach, You were so ready to just fly now, but he's just ambling along, he's just waddling along. And you're really, you enjoyed it a little bit, but you didn't go far. And so now you're brokenhearted because you put so much work into this thing and it works so well, but it won't work all the way because you've got it attached to this. But unless you put in the extra work and attach your sled to something faster, you're just going to continue to have to learn these over and over again, okay? So maybe you're going to get this clarity. Maybe this is really going to hit you and you'll really understand it August 8th. And then you'll have this even more clarity at that point. Now, here is your hope card, all right? And what we have here is you, Queen of Swords, all right? So the Queen of Swords, she's the Snow Queen, okay? Except she's in the reverse for you, okay? So this is kind of I looked at this and I'm like, Queen of Swords in the reverse, you know, that's when she's has not controlled her mind. She gets angry. She gets impatient. She says cutting things. She's bitter. So I'm like, no, this can't be Gemini's hope card. Okay. So I refreshed my memory on the reverse meaning for this, and this talks about how we don't always want to be the one that has to solve everyone's problems. That's actually the first line of this reversed meaning. So you don't want to have to solve everyone's problems. You're hoping that you don't have to. I think that what you are hoping for in this card is that you don't have to be this cranky person. Maybe you're hoping that you don't have to be the ruler. But you should. You should be the ruler of your own life. This is when we want the outside world to just leave us the hell alone and go away. Sometimes this talks about, if this comes up this way in your reading, you might be blasting people with your cold-heartedness more than you mean to. But that just means you kind of need a break, okay? You need to go on, do some self-reflection here, because your true energy would be the right side up Queen of Swords, or the right side up King of Swords. The Queen of Swords here, this is showing you your potential, Gemini. It's saying, because the Queen of Swords is an inspiration to everyone. She doesn't allow the harsh things in life to get her down. She learns from her pain. She's often a widow, but it's not like she curls up and dies. She continues to live her life. She's a strong-minded, strong-willed feminine energy who is extremely intelligent. She is the master of her mind. So this is showing you that what you're hoping for, yeah, you don't want to have to solve other people's problems, but Gemini, what you're hoping for is the reversal of who you truly are. Now, who you truly are is this awesome freaking rabbit here. You're like, what? What do you mean? Now, the Two of Pentacles, since this is your current state of being or environment, the Two of Pentacles can mean, you know, right now you might be juggling your money, you know, borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, that type of stuff. That this could be financial juggling or struggling with your finances and things like that. But you know, you might be going back and forth, trying to make a decision. That's a bit more of a Libra trait there. But what this is an extraordinary being. In this particular deck, this rabbit isn't just any old rabbit. This is a magical rabbit. He is, I mean, look what he's doing. He's juggling these two coins while standing on a flipping fish. So you are actually something special. You are capable of so much more than anyone would ever expect of you. Nobody would expect a rabbit to know how to do this. So I think that you are also one of the people who don't expect a lot from you. Maybe you just are so humble that you don't realize how freaking badass you are. You are a magical being. You are the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. You are a regal energy. You're not this little woodland animal that most people think is timid and shy. Look at you. You're not shy. This rabbit is not timid or shy at all. In fact, it's like, check out what I can do. And they're just like, what? Whoa, whoa. So, and there's something about drama here. You may be an actor or something and don't know it. You might be able, an actor or some sort of performer that would astonish people. This is your fear. What? What? This is happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is creation. This is new life. This is joy. This is happiness. This is success, abundance, beauty, things coming to light. This said, the moon came out and shed the light on this situation for this mermaid. This is in the reverse. You haven't quite seen the light yet. This moon only glows because of the sun as well. So I just feel like there's an element of the happiness of the sun shining on the moon, showing her, look, mermaid, your happiness is not here. You're just wasting time with this seal. Your happiness lies elsewhere, but you haven't walked away like she has, really. Okay? This is clarity. These are very similar. Success, success, clarity, clarity, happiness. Happiness comes from truth. How will you ever know what you're capable of if you're too modest to even see that you are this awesome? This rabbit is rare. It's like a freaking unicorn or something, okay? Now, this is your potential outcome, and I say potential because we all have free will. This is the Page of Swords. Often this represents like a supervisor, somebody who watches you and reports back to the boss or whatever, as the page will do that for the king and queen, or maybe even the knight that they are under. But this one, this is very childlike. This is a child energy. Again, this mer girl doesn't know what the heck this sword is. And right now, I just feel like this is the sword of truth. You don't know what your truth is exactly. You're still learning it. She's still examining this sword. This, you haven't seen the light yet, okay? She's just discovered this. When it's in the reverse, though, yeah, I just got to read this to you, okay? Because I really can't put it any better than this book does. Like the lessons of all the pages, you may think this one does not apply to you. You consider yourself already well-groomed in making decisions and don't understand why you should have to go back to basics and retrain your mind. Wow, going back to basics. Going back to where all your ideas started, which was your childhood. You don't know why you should have to go back to basics to retrain your mind. This is the mind energy. The sword is mind energy, okay? The basics is your childhood, and how these things that you see as truth are based in emotion, okay? Because look, you've got this emotion keeping you from actually working on your life energy, your health and wealth energy, your earth energy, okay? So the truth is the truth is you are not as good as you think at deciding which thoughts are helpful, which habits are supportive, and which flashes of inspiration to follow. You have made numerous mistakes and have not seen any substantial results, so the page has swum into your life to offer assistance. Take a step back and see where you could be more active and less impulsive in your decision making just for a moment. It surely can't hurt. Okay? So I feel like these are all together. The Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords here and this Page of Swords, they go together, okay? This is the potential outcome. This is the two futures. Now, here we have the underlying message here, the underlying energy of this entire read is, I just, right off the bat, okay, I'll just show it to you upright. This is the Three of Cups, and this is friends. Okay? I feel like you haven't been spending a lot of time socializing. Now, a lot of people haven't been because of COVID and stuff. But this is telling you, let me just read this too. Now is not the time to close yourself off from others. Okay? So it's like you had, you got your hopes up and you made this, and now you didn't have this complete victory, so now you want to give up and close yourself off from others. Well, that isn't going to help you. Okay? This is when you need your friends the most. Shutting down and trying to go it alone is very rarely the answer to anything. If you are not doing things to increase your levels of joy and keep your mind clear, increase your levels of joy and keep your mind clear. Joy, clear. Okay? Keep your mind clear. Clear mind. Wow. You are not maintaining proper self-care. Sure, it seems easier to hide in a cave and continue to be miserable, but some social time will actually improve your mood and help you solve a problem you have been struggling with. Okay? So you can socialize in other ways. You don't have to actually physically hang out with people. You know what? Oh, yeah, look at that. You're needing a new beginning and passion. Your passion isn't going on here. You need this new beginning to fire yourself up. Yeah. So as I was saying, you can hang out with people online. You can, if you have Facebook, you can go live and hang out with people that way. Some people play video games with each other online. There's different ways. Sometimes it's just hanging out with a couple of friends, so just, this is why Bast is saying pleasure. What you can create your life through what brings you pleasure. This guy looks like he's having fun here, and he's enjoying his victory here, but he's going to have a lot more fun once he attaches his sled to someone faster. I almost said something, but someone. Animals are someone as well. Oh, yeah. Also, Bast is about sex. So is this card. So some of you have not been having um, sex. And some of you have not been having passion or pleasure. And so, of course, you're getting overwhelmed here. But, you know, life should, you know, with this whole happiness card in your fear section, and then there was some mention about staying in a miserable place. Gemini, don't be miserable. You'll just, my goodness, that'll just bring more stuff to be miserable about. Whatever you put out energetically into the world is what's going to come back. So that's why Bast is saying, find things that bring you pleasure and happiness, because then that's what you put out into the world, and then you'll get more of that energy. Focusing on having a happy life, a lot of people don't do that for some reason. They feel like, no, I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to do my part, or I'm not, you know, life sucks, or, you know, there's this energy of life is not to be enjoyed for a lot of people, but it is. And if you just dare to live in a way where thank you so much, that your pleasure and happiness is important, the next thing you know, your pleasure and happiness will be there all the time, okay? There's nothing to feel guilty about trying to enjoy your life. Yep, childlike devotion. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. Oh my God. Stop being so humble. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. You are something special here. You have talent. You are actually royalty. You know what I'm saying? Just think about how the other mer people reacted when he created this. They're like, what the heck? Because he made it out of these swords. I just noticed that. His sled is made out of the 6 swords. Instead of using it to stab people, he's sledding around on them. So that's awesome. It's like taking something that would be negative and having fun instead, using it as a way to have fun. Okay, every step counts, right? So this is saying, look, you know, these two together, it's like, appreciate that you are actually made this sled, okay? And then keep going, okay? Every step counts. There is an advantage in taking things slowly, breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Look at that, how these two cards complement each other color-wise, okay? So, yeah, every step counts. When you have small victories even, I mean, congratulate yourself. See things for how they truly are. And shared inspiration, number 20, throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. So this is saying, throw yourself into a new project. Just throw yourself into it. You're already kind of halfway there, you know? Just make sure that you finish it. Do what you set out to do in the first place. Look at all this purple with Bast as well. She's saying, Allison, remind Gemini that they have these abilities. Okay? All right. How much control do you have over this situation? I gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor arcana. And you have 2. You have the High Priestess and you have the Sun. So, and they're both upright. So you have intuition and manifestation skills that are powered by your feminine energy. Got the moon in here with her. We've got the sun over here. You know what you're doing when it comes to your intuition and manifestation. And Gemini, do you want to be happy? I think you do. I think maybe what you could do here is just understand who you are. You're just different than other people. You're unique, you're special. It's time to shine. It's okay to shine and be happy and say, look, I am this awesome. I'm not just any bunny. I am awesome. Look what I've learned to do. I've learned to do something that even humans and mermaids maybe can't do. And I really feel like this has something to do with the entertainment industry as well. You're just a lot more than you think you are. All right? So 2 out of 10 cards means that most of this is in your control. So what do you want, Gemini? Do you want a fully working, happy life, or do you want to settle? That's basically the message here. Because if you continue to settle, if you continue on the way you've been, you're going to have these lessons to learn over and over and over and over again until you finally get it. So there you go. Thank you so much, Bast. Thank you for watching, Gemini. I'll see you next time.